Greetings my lovelies, welcome back. Today I'll be eating a selection of sweets from Honeydukes. Honeydukes and Hogsmeade. Yes, I'll be eating a selection of treats from the world of wizarding. And these were sent to me by lovely Miss A. Miss A, thank you so much for sending me these treats. Miss A wrote to me a little while ago wanting to send me a bunch of these treats, but because so much of them contain chocolate, she wanted to wait until winter. So it is officially winter, and as she promised, she sent me a whole bunch of beautiful treats that I'm so excited to try. And if you like these kinds of videos, don't forget to subscribe for more eating. Alright, let's get started. So Miss A included a little postcard. And this is located, of course, in Universal Studios in Orlando. Have you guys been? What should I see there if I go? Now that I have two boys, it's probably something I might consider going to. Let's begin with these. And these are Queen Bee Fizzy Whizzbees. Fizzy Whizzbees are milk chocolate shaped bees with fruit popping potion inside them. She says suck on them first to feel the bee sting biting. And these are her favorite sweets that they sell in the shop. This packaging is so much fun. I love it. How sweet they are. They are little chocolate shaped bees. So cute. I love them. They smell like artificial fruit. A little bit punchy. As instructed, I'm going to suck on them a little bit and see what happens. Alright, here we go. Itadakimasu. And that's fun. It takes a little while to kind of get the chocolate to melt, but once you get it going, then you start getting the little reaction. So essentially they're milk chocolates that are filled with pop rocks, fruity pop rocks. So as the chocolate melts and as the fizzy candy get in contact with saliva, it begins to kind of fizz and pop. And I wouldn't say it stings, it doesn't hurt by any means, it just kind of gives you this really nice effervescent popping feeling inside your mouth. That's fruity and it's combined with milk chocolate. Super, super fun. Let's try biting it and see what happens. Definitely allowing the chocolate to melt gives you more of a reaction. You don't have quite as dramatic fizz when you bite it because you kind of neutralize all the fizzing. I definitely recommend allowing it to melt a little bit before kind of chewing it. The next item we have are these, and these are called Jelly Slugs. And it says soft and chewy gummy treats. Alright, oh my gosh. Here they are. Look at these. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. Did you know that University of California Santa Cruz's mascot is the banana slug? It's true, a big, yellow, fat slug. And that's what this one looks like. That looks like a banana slug. My brother is terrified of slugs. I need to send him one of these. Oh my gosh, these are delightful. Miss A says they stick on anything. I'm going to give the big yellow one a taste because it looks like a banana slug. Alright, here we go. Itadakimasu. As you can hear, very, very rubbery. Very similar texture to a gummy bear or gummy worm. The flavor of this is artificial banana, which, as some of you may know, is not my favorite, but totally appropriate for this creature. Let's try this green one that's kind of got mangled. Not exactly sure what that flavor is. I think apple. The flavors are actually pretty subtle. It's mostly about the really chewy, kind of rubbery texture. It's a soft chew, very resilient though, very chewy, but not at all sticky. And the outside is a little bit dry, almost dusty, but super fun. Next we have this cute little box, and these are called Choco Chalk. Add some shock to your chocolate. Dark chocolate with chili batter. Sounds amazing. Again, really great packaging with these creepy yellow-eyed kids. Oh, so these are like little chocolate pieces that are triangle shaped. They smell really dark chocolatey. Really nice. Oh, there's the heat. A really nice initial dark chocolate flavor. Pretty heavily sweetened. Really nice smooth texture, nice snap, and a good amount of heat. I thought because these are for kids that they're going to shy away from putting some heat in there, but there's a good amount of heat in there. The heat covers your entire tongue, and it's kind of lasting too, so you could probably just have little bits of this before you have to stop, but I'm going to have another bite. Next we have something that is not chocolate, and it's one of these, and this is an acid pop. So the story goes that Ron tells Harry that this actually burned a hole in his tongue. Alright, let's give that a taste. Ooh, it tastes like sour apple, but it's a little bit different. It has a little bit of kind of melony flavor to it, and it's sour, but not painfully so. It's super fun. Great little lollipop. That was my biggest quibble with hard candies, is they tend to be too sweet for me, so I usually don't eat them. But if they have a punch of sour in them, I love it. Yum. And these are called caramel cobwebs in another great box. And this is what they look like, caramel flavored bites. Look at that. Get these out. Those are super fun. Look at the cobwebs. They're little pucks of, looks almost like white chocolate. And they have a really strong butterscotchy smell to them. And they taste just like they smell. Butterscotchy and vanilla, sweet and toffee. And I've got a soft chocolate bite to it, but it doesn't all taste like chocolate. But Miss A tells me the foam on top of the butterbeer tastes exactly like this. It's quite good. This is a sugar quill lollipop. Isn't that gorgeous? Miss A said this comes in 5 different flavors, and she chose grape for me because I like grape. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. In the shape of a feather. The thing that's special about this is the lollipop stick at the bottom has a little bit of ink on it, so you can dip it in water and draw with it. All right, so we'll dip it in a little water. Oh, indeed, it's changing color. What am I gonna write? Oh, we gotta replenish it pretty quickly. Super fun. All right, let's give that a taste. Here we go. I feel like you can smell it more than you can taste it. And it smells like artificial grape flavor, not Concord grape, just grape. In terms of flavor and experience, no real big surprises. It just tastes like a lollipop, grape flavor going with that. But the real thing is that you can write with it. Delightful. And my last treat are these. And these are Peppermint Toads. And Miss A suspects that these will be my favorite because she knows I love chocolate and mint. Peppermint Toads. Here are little toads. Oh, they're so cute. Look at them. They're pretty small. Oh, and I can already smell the mint. So let's give one of those sweet fellows a taste. Itadakimasu. And Miss A, you're right. Those and the Choco Chalks are my favorite. Really nice. Quite sweet, dark chocolate, but a nice little bit of mint without being overpowering. Great balance of chocolate and peppermint flavors. So much that I'm gonna have another. So that was my taste of Honeydukes. Miss A, thank you so much for sending me this beautiful panoply of treats. They were absolutely delightful. I hope to actually go to Honeydukes myself because there are several things that I really have to try in person, including the butterbeer and the cauldron cakes and the pumpkin pasties. All those things, of course, are highly perishable, so I have to eat them in person. So one day I shall. And thank you guys so much for watching. I wouldn't be here without you. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on Harry Potter. Did you grow up reading them? Which one is your favorite book? Which one would be your favorite sweet to try if you had the opportunity? Or have you had butterbeer? If so, what do you think about it? All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys learned something. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care, bye! Or margarine beer, and I think it's a take on butterbeer from Harry Potter. Oh.